What is up, guys, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It is time for the top 10 free-to-play characters to Zeta for June 2019. Now, there are 5 honorable mention, and most people ask me why I don't just do a top 15, because I like the top 10 moniker. Now, when I put together this list, I took into account a few things. The availability of the characters, how easy they are to farm, the power of the characters, obviously, and how they're going to help you traverse through the game. As in, they're going to help you in territory battles, territory wars, grand arena, and potentially in squad arena, along with raids as well. These are characters that are going to help build teams to help you obviously get through the game and help your guild get through the game as well. Most of these are leadership characters as well. So without further ado, let's get to it. And we're going to start off with Asajj Ventress. She is a very good character. I had Talzin on the top 10 overall list. I have her Rampage Zeta, which is a great ability because she can constantly stack a bunch of offense over time. I don't have her Leadership Zeta. Maybe someday I will, probably not, because I have Talzin. But she is a great character, and she's much easier to farm, actually. You can get her from the Squad Arena store. Easily achievable, going to help you. Night Sisters are great throughout the entire game. And she is powerful as well. I'm not going to read the abilities that are Zeta. It's her leadership ability and her rampage ability. General Grievous is on this list as well. Yes, with the droid rework that came out in February, the droid team can be very, very good. His leadership ability helps droids tremendously. His Metal Aid Monstrosity is very good as well. He's going to be able to, Separatist allies are going to be able to gain turn meter when there's a target lock going on. I'm actually going to consider Zetaing this at some point in time. You're going to put him in a droid team, a separatist team. Not only is going to be huge for territory battles, he's great in other aspects of the game as well. So please consider getting Grievous, and you can get him from the Shard store as well. Next, we have Emperor Palpatine. Can put together an Empire or a third Sith team potentially, and he is dominant. His leadership ability allows you to gain turn meter, and when a debuff expires and stuff like that. And then his Crackling Doom is decent. He gains protection, but it's not as important as the leadership ability. Again, a lot of these characters are based on leadership ability. He is acquired through a legendary event, but he's actually pretty easy to acquire because you just need a squad of rebels. So I am putting him on this list because he is great. And again, he's a leader of a team. Next, Bastila. Original Bastila, light side Bastila, Bastila Shan. Her leadership ability can alone develop a whole new Jedi team. The initiative ability, man, they're so hard to take out because of the extra tenacity and protection. No debuffs, harder to kill. You take her out of a Jedi Knight Revan squad, you put another character in, aka Hermit Yoda Ezra. You can create your own squad with her. Great on defense in Territory Wars, Grand Arena, and just a great character overall. Because of her easy 2D hard, in the fleet battles, 5B, dark side battles, please be farming her. She is a great character. Next, we have Kylo Ren Unmasked. I am not a First Order. I love the First Order in, context in the movies, but they're not very powerful in the game yet. I think they will get more powerful. His leadership ability takes First Order to the next level. Another team that's going to help you tremendously. Grand Arena, Territory Wars, stuff like that. Maybe Phase 4 of the Heroic Sith Raid. Otherwise, they're just really a team to help you expand your roster. I mean, you're gaining critical damage, speed, turn meter gain, recovering health and protection. That's great stuff. And then you're going to be able to taunt with his Scarred ability. And you can find him in 3F Cantina battles along with his ship, which is one of the best nodes in the game. So please be farming him to help get your First Order team going. Next is Bossk. Bossk. Okay, you know what's great about Bossk is he can make a boss defensive squad for bounty hunters. He's also a good leader on offense as well. Man, all the protection and tenacity that you're gaining and 100% defense at full health, plus the regeneration of health and protection, makes bounty hunters much more viable on defense, much harder to kill, and he can be acquired in a 9B dark side. Yes, he's a little harder to acquire. 9B's a long ways off, but you should be farming him. His Trandoshan Rage, when he gains taunt for 1 turn if the weakest enemy has protection. I don't find that nearly as important, but his leadership ability is going to help you form a bounty hunter squad with no other Zetas. A lot of these Zetas on the characters we're going over don't require Zetas on other characters in the team to be boss. That's what makes them really create depth in your roster. Chief Chirpa is next. Ewoks, yes, the Murder Bears. Not a huge fan, but they, again, expanding your roster and helping you in all aspects of the game. Plus, he is farmable in 5D Cantina Battles. Cantina Battles is amazing, and it's his simple tactics leadership ability. Whenever an Ewok ally uses a special ability, there's a 60% chance to call another random Ewok ally to assist. This is huge if you're trying to get C-3PO at 5, 6, 7 stars, because it's going to help you a lot. And using him as the Ewok leader, Wicket, Logray, good stuff is going to happen. So please be farming Chief Chirpa. Again, 1 leader. The rest of the team doesn't require a Zeta at all. General Veers is next, the Imperial Troopers team. I do not have Range Trooper yet. I catch a lot of crap for it. I am farming him diligently and will level him up. But his aggressive tactician ability, this isn't a leadership ability, but it really takes, it basically is a leadership ability for the Imperial Troopers, because when you have him in there, they can be, they're kind of the jack of all trades, master of none. If you have them modded right and correctly with Range Trooper and Shore Trooper, sometimes not Shore Trooper either, by the way, you can take out Night Sisters pretty easily, and they're a hard team to counter. So, I mean, gaining the protection when an enemy's defeated, offense up, turn meter gain, that's all good stuff, and he helps complete that Imperial Trooper lineup. And again, 1 Zeta that's going to create a great team to help you expand your roster. Next, Karth Onasi. Now that the Old Republic characters have been around long enough, you're going to be able to form one of their lineups, and they're great on offense or defense. I like using them on offense and defense. His Soldier of the Old Republic, I am going to Zeta this soon, yes. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with damage over time effect, all Old Republic allies recover 3% health and protection. This can massively increase the survivability of their team. Zalbar, Mission, Canderous, all these, and Karth himself, all are going to be giving damage over time, constantly healing, constantly gaining protection. He is really, really going to help you. Again, an Old Republic team going to help you build your lineup to progress in the game, help your guild and territory war, help you in Grand Arena. A great character and definitely a good leader. And so be farming those Old Republic characters if you haven't, also for Jedi Knight Revan as well. The last character on the top 10 list is actually not a leadership character. Technically, Veers wasn't, but it kind of acted as one. And we're going to go with, when I find him here, I didn't put them as a favorites, guys, because I kind of have a system going on with how I'm farming characters and gearing them right now. It is Raid Han. Why is Raid Han so good? It's because of his shoot's first ability. He can attack twice. Okay? He can do bonus, he's dealing double damage, guys. To be able to take somebody out quicker, you can fit him into mostly any lineup. Most of the time you use him with Chewbacca now. And he's a damage dealer. He is a DPS master. You put him in any random lineup, he's going to be able to help increase the damage of your team tenfold and take people out. And the shoots first increases his damage big time. That's why he is on this list. And he is, you can get him in the rank or raid as well. Again, these characters are achievable. Some of them are harder to get, but they are very achievable, and you should be farming them to help you progress through the game. Now, the 5 honorable mention. Chewie's number 1. His Loyal Friend ability is amazing, because when Chewbacca deals damage to an enemy, Chewbacca and all guarded allies recover 3% health and protection. You run him with Han. Han is going to get guard, and you're going to get guard on the weakest ally as well. Recovering health, recovering protection, increasing the survivability of your team is huge. Now, he is hard to acquire, especially at 7 stars. You need a great bounty hunter team, which is why Bosk is going to help you get him, put that Zeta on him. So again, not a leader ability, but he's going to help keep the team alive, and he's a great damage dealer, dispeller. He can stun, stuff like that as well. R2-D2 is next. R2-D2 was on the top 10 list for the longest time. His combat analysis and number crunch. It's just, a lot of Rebels teams aren't really definitive right now, especially when you use CLS. It's much better to have like L3 and 3PO instead of 3PO and R2. I still run him with R2 because I love the bonus and boost in stats. I love him in phase 1 of the Heroic Sith Raid with JTR. The passive cleanse is something that's going to be around for a while. Whenever a light side ally scores a critical hit, it dispels the debuffs on him. And the number crunch, the ability to spread a bunch of his stats to Republic, Rebel, Resistance allies is huge. And especially with Galactic Republic coming out with new characters, I think he could be really big in even 1, 2, or a third team. Rebels, obviously, I don't know if there'll be many more of those coming out until Luke Skywalker comes out. And then Resistance will have more characters come out later in the year, and he might be very viable. Again, he's still a great character. He's going to help boost many teams in your squad, so please be Zeta-ing him. He is harder to acquire as well. Next is BB-8. BB-8 Zeta used to be on the top 10 list along with JTR. Since 3PO has come to the game, if you have 3PO in the Heroic Sith Raid, BB-8 is important because you don't have to call BB-8 to assist as much. Obviously, there's his self-preservation, which is helpful because droid allies recover 8% health and protection. He can fit in any droid lineup, but his roll with the punch is what's really important. You can call him to assist, and he's going to call a random ally to assist as well. So when he attacks out of turn, great ability, great with JTR, great character as well, but doesn't fit into the top lists of the game anymore. Other characters are there. You know, you can have BB-8, not Zeta, and he's still going to make a team okay. Next, Nest. A harder character to acquire, yes, but she can solo some teams, and she can be put in a variety of lineups with her fighting instinct ability. She can ignore taunt, add health steal when enemy loses buff or debuff. That's going to be happening a lot. So she's going to be getting tons of health because, and like I said, when she hits somebody 2 + 2 + 2 + 2, because she's going to dispel with her basic attack as well, that increases. She's not necessarily needed with her Zeta, but it helps tremendously. And you put her in a Scoundrel team, a Kira team, amazing. In other teams as well, she can solo Ewoks. She's on this list for that reason. Now, she is harder to achieve 5D fleet battles, and it might take a while to get her, but please be farming her. And then last but not least, probably a character you guys will question, and I want you to give me an honest opinion on what you think. It's B2 Super Battle Droid. His Zeta, Reactive Protocol. Whenever B2 inflicts a debuff, all other Separatist droid allies gain 5% turn meter. If you put him in a General Grievous team, now he is defined to one team. I understand why people could say, why didn't you put Zeta Barris, stuff like that. Because him with a General Grievous lead takes the droid to the next level, in my opinion. You put him with potency, he's going to use Mow down. Not only is he going to dispel, he's going to put buff immunity on them for 2 turns as well, and this ability is going to be reset quite a few times because he's going to go a lot, so you can keep doing that, constantly giving turn meter. With General Grievous, the droids go a lot. It makes them a totally different team, and they're going to be viable in all aspects of the game. Maybe when some new Separatist characters come out, I know for sure with territory battles. So B2 rounds off the list, and guys, he's a great character and a very easy farm as well. You know, you can find him in the 6D Cantina battles or in the Guild Store. Cantina battles are amazing things. So there you have it, the top 10 free-to-play characters to farm, along with 5 honorable mention. I want to know your guys' opinion. What characters would you have put on here that I didn't? Shock T could definitely be on this list when she becomes farmable because she's going to take clones to the next level. She single-handedly takes clones to the next level, but obviously she just came out. So what other characters do you think should be on the list? I want your opinions. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the subscribe button, like the video, click the notification bell so you can be alerted to all videos that I post. I'm also leaving a link to my Discord server, Patreon page, and Twitter page in the description below. Please check all of those out and join them, and then again in the comment section. What did you think about this video? Do you agree with me, disagree with me, constructive criticism? Give me other characters you would put on this list, and also give me more video ideas as well. I have quite a few in the last video that are going to help me tremendously. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.